Andrew's gotten to a very good place within the game, within our team structure. He's a guy. The street cred speaks for itself, what he's done on the field. This was another instance of his leadership. He listened, he shared his thoughts, unequivocally believes he can still play center. We've talked about that. There'll be opportunities to get back over there. However, as we work to put the best team we can out there and leverage the skill sets of those three men, he understands our reasoning behind it. And I think he wrote an article in the Players Tribune today that was pretty spot on and accurate and represented his thoughts. He's been a team player since he's been here. He's been a pirate, always going to be a pirate. You know, and he's, as he shared before, the fact that Clemente's got his back out there right now, that gives him some motivation and something to hold on to. And in fact, we wouldn't be having this conversation, Jason, if we didn't have Marte in camp. That's a very gifted defender, as is Polanco. So we believe all three of them can become more valuable in the spots now that we're moving into. We'll see how it plays out.
Mm-hmm. What did you think that he needed to hear from you specifically?
What he heard from us was our truth and our thoughts and our reasoning. And one of my goals is the lightening of the load, the workload, the leg load in center field will give him an opportunity to continue to be competitive in the box and on the bases at a greater level than maybe has been an opportunity for him before based on workload. Needed to hear that we still believed in the skill set, the offensive man. It's kind of funny because you've got to do a lot of answering of questions for a guy that's done nothing to be a great player, and then he had 4 months where it's kind of in between. The last 2 months were good again, and that's some of what he had to work through as well. You've got to earn it every day. He understands that. Regardless of what you've done, your goal is to go out there and earn it every day. I love one of the things he shared with me. He says, I'm going to flourish. Wherever I go, I'm going to flourish. This year, I learned great lessons last year that I'll be able to put in play and capitalize upon this season. There was no agenda in this. This is about us trying to put the best team we can out there. And I think that's the great lens he has at all. He also has is that, you know, he's a player. And he's learning new things through that process. And the way he reacts obviously sets the bar for the way the team, now they understand even more about him. I mean, Andrew just went through what he went through. We've asked him to do this. He's going to go do this. There's not a whole lot you can't ask anybody else. You wouldn't think that they would be more than compliant and working through and having that conversation. And deserve to have every conversation that we have. You know, I can share a lot of thoughts and shared experience. I can have empathy for a lot of men and women because I have had shared experiences. With what Andrew's accomplished, I have admiration. I've never had a silver slug at bat. I've never carried a gold glove. I've never been an MVP. So I need to sit and listen to the thoughts, explain the logic, explain the mindset. Because there's a set of human analytics that are real here that you really need to embrace as well with any player. The analytics of the game, everybody's starting to understand those better and how they make sense and how they play. However, it's always going to be about relationship building, and I do believe the 6 years we put together got us to the point we could have the conversations that we had over the winter and get to the point where at the end of the day we came to an agreement. You don't always have to agree on everything, but we're not going to disagree walking out the door. We agreed to disagree on some thoughts. However, we're going to lock arms and we're going to walk forward together for the betterment of the ball club. Because that's my vision. Every decision I make is fueled first into what's the best for the ball club. And Andrew has that lens on what's best for the ball club.